Welcome back to my channel. My name is Staci-Ann Smiles, and today is another Phenomenal Woman Wednesday. I have missed you, ladies. I pray that this holiday season was one filled with love, joy, peace, and everything nice. And today, I just want to get right back into our Phenomenal Woman groove. You know, every week, every Wednesday is where you'll get your midweek motivational uplift based in biblical truth. And today, our video is titled, Stop Kissing Frogs. Ladies, stop kissing frogs. And it's based on the biblical truth found in Isaiah 40, verse 31, which reads, "They that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like an eagle. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint." Now, this video is based on a conversation I remember having years ago when I was in my early to mid 20s. And I was at a place in my life where I was tired of the foolishness. I was done. I was just like ready to kind of be on my own and just wait for what God had for me. And I was having a conversation with a family friend while we were working on a project, and she said to me, well, she knew me from when I was a child and literally watched me grow up. And she said to me, when you gonna get married? When you gonna settle down? And I said, I stopped kissing frogs. And that was the first time I had ever said anything like that. That was the first time I heard it come out of my mouth, and I was just like, ooh, I stopped kissing frogs. That's what I said to her. And she kind of laughed and giggled, but she understood what I meant. I was so tired of dating the wrong guys. I was so tired of entertaining the wrong men. I was so tired of getting myself in these relationships, these dead-end relationships that were going absolutely nowhere and profiting me absolutely nothing. So I had gotten to a place in my life where I was done with the foolishness. I was like, I'm done. And if you think about it, when we were kids, when we were growing up as kids, little girls, we watched all these fairy tales. We would watch Cinderella, Beauty and the Beast, I believe it's called The Frog and the Princess, Sleeping Beauty, you name it. And we love those fairy tale movies. But guess what? They're just fairy tales. It's not true. We have to learn how to separate the fairy tale from the reality. Kissing a frog will never get you Prince Charming. It will never get you Prince Charming. Ladies, we have to stop entertaining these men that show us they're frogs in the beginning. No offense, but let's be honest. We'll start talking to a guy and like, okay, he's all right, I don't really like that about him, but I could overlook that. We could go out on the first date. There's no harm in a first date. No, there's no harm in let's just being friends. When we see the red flags, when we see that he's not what we're looking for, we choose to settle because we hope that one day, if we kiss this frog long enough, he's gonna turn into a prince. One day, if I stick around and show him that I'm a ride or die, he's gonna become what I want him to become. If I hold on to this man because I don't see many options out there, then maybe, just maybe, he will be the prince that I'm looking for. Ladies, stop fooling yourself. Please, stop fooling yourself. Do not settle. Don't settle. That is my heart for you today. Don't settle. Stop kissing these frogs and do not settle. It's not worth it. We have to learn how to separate the fairy tale from the reality. Separate the fairy tale from the reality. You can have a conversation with a man, and within the first 5, 10, okay, I'll stretch it, the first hour, you can tell whether you are on the same page with him or not. You can tell if you guys have the same goals. You can tell if you guys have the same morals and the same values. And from that conversation, you can determine he's in a frog category. I need not to take this any further. Or, okay, yes, he meets some good goals and some good criteria. But more importantly, before we even determine that for ourselves, what we as women need to do is seek God first. Seek God first. Because we have our list and our criteria. He's got to have a six-figure paying job. He's got to drive the Audi and the Benz. He's got to have a GPA that is 3.0 and up. He's got to have a credit score that looks good and all of these things. He got to pay his bill and got to move out of his mama's house. We have all these criteria, and don't get me wrong, these are good goals and these are good criteria. But God has the purpose list. God doesn't do anything without purpose. He has the purpose list. It's better to choose the purpose list over the six-figure job. It's better to choose the purpose list over the Audi or the BMW. It's better to choose the purpose list over the good credit score. And don't get me wrong again, you need your man to have a good credit score. That is a good goal. But the purpose list comes first. So that's why we have to seek God first and not kiss these frogs. Don't settle. Seek God first. And then wait on the Lord. Our biblical truth says to wait on the Lord. This is not easy. Waiting on the Lord is not easy. I'm not going to pretend and say, oh yeah, it's a piece of cake. Oh, you know, it's a breeze. No, sometimes it's one of the most difficult things you have to do, because there are many times where God will tell you to wait and he does not give you a timetable. He doesn't say you need to wait 2 days. He doesn't say you need to wait a year. Sometimes he does, and sometimes he does not. And then what's more frustrating is sometimes you don't know what you're exactly waiting for. It's like, God, how is he going to come? What package is he going to come in? What should I be looking for? But that's why we should be seeking God, because then our focus will be on God. So when we wait on the Lord, the scripture says, wait on the Lord. They that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. God promises to renew your strength when you're waiting on him. He said they shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. God promises to give you endurance. He said they will mount up with wings like an eagle. God promises to give you elevation when you wait on him. He promises to give you strength. He promises to elevate you, and he promises to give you endurance. These are all things you need when you get into a relationship. Better yet, these are all things you need when you get into a marriage. You need strength for a marriage. You need endurance for a marriage. You need elevation for a marriage. That should be your goal. That should be your goal, marriage. So if you're not settling by kissing these frogs and you're seeking the Lord first for the goal of marriage, you should wait on the Lord. Ladies, don't settle. Stop kissing these frogs. Don't settle. The frog will never turn into a prince. He will never become Prince Charming. No matter how long you try to stay by his side, if he shows you in the beginning that he's a frog, if the red flags are coming up, don't ignore them. If you see that he is not about purpose and he's not on the same page as you, don't ignore those signs. If your friends who are genuine friends and are praying for you and are encouraging you, girl, let him go. That ain't it. If your mother is encouraging you and girl, let him go. Take heed. Take heed. Too often, we as women, we settle. We kiss these frogs, we kiss the beast, and we think they're going to become Prince Charming. It is a fairy tale. Ladies, stop kissing frogs. Don't get yourself in the cycle. Don't get yourself in the cycle. Oh, he's not that bad. Oh, I need a date just for tonight. Oh, it's not gonna hurt if we just go out one time. And then it just becomes a cycle. Now I'm stuck in a situationship with this man who I know is not for me, but it's nice to have somebody around because I'm alone, because I don't want to go to another wedding by myself. I don't want to go to another event and all my friends have males or have boyfriends or have husbands and I'm the only single person there. I don't want to wait because I'm getting up there in age. I'm 30, I'm 32, and it seems like my biological clock is running out. I don't want to wait, so I'm going to just accept anything. I'm going to kiss this frog and hope that he becomes a prince. Ladies, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Wait on the Lord. Wait on the Lord. If nobody told you to wait before, I, Staci-Ann Smiles, am telling you, wait on the Lord. It is worth it. Stop kissing these frogs. Value yourself enough to stop settling and stop kissing these frogs, hoping that they're going to become Prince Charming. They are not. That's the fairy tale. It works for the fairy tale. It doesn't work for the reality. Seek God first and wait on the Lord. Ladies, please, please, please take heed. I love you so much, and my heart is to see you succeed. My heart is to see you prosper. My heart is to see you love yourself and value yourself more than anything else. And when you do that, you can love others. Stop kissing frogs. Until we meet again.